everyone, welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast. My name is Lester, and today is a new day.
Today is a new day.
Yes,
Yes,
today's a new day.
Yes, it is. Let me take it from you already,
Yes.
Lester. Okay. So, hello everyone. Hello to all the memory keepers and our future subscribers. Once again, this is your friendly neighborhood Tito. This is your Tito Paolo, and things are a little different today because we have someone that we've been following. And there's a little bit of a language barrier, but he's starting to learn how to speak Tagalog. And right now we have a content creator. Now this is YouTube talk. We have a content creator across the board with so many platforms.
Yes.
So today we have Finding Tom.
So my name is Tom Kuegler. My real name is Thomas Kuegler, but only my mom calls me Thomas nowadays. Everybody else calls me Tom. My YouTube channel name is Finding Tom, and I really make content mostly about my travels here in the Philippines. I live in Manila mostly.
Okay.
But yeah, I make videos about the Philippines is really what I do. So yeah.
All right, that's cool. So I'm just going to check if Lester is still with us. So Lester, what's his last name again?
Tom Kuegler.
Kuegler. It's Kuegler.
Kuegler.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll get used to it. So
Yes.
Tom is learning how to speak Tagalog,
Yes.
right? And Lester is learning how to speak English.
Yes.
So this is going to be very fun.
Yeah.
All right. So Tom, most of our subscribers are actually just on YouTube, but you're mostly on Facebook. You started on Facebook.
Opo.
Aba, ang galing.
Galing.
Ang galing mag-Tagalog. So, how did you start on Facebook?
So yeah, actually, like my friends told me, I used to just make videos for YouTube. I was like, I need to be a YouTuber. Like I saw Casey Neistat for the first time about a
Okay.
year and a half ago. He's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I definitely need to make videos for YouTube. And some of my friends from the Philippines, you know, when I visited here for the first time last May,
Yeah.
they were like, why don't you publish on Facebook? And I was like, Facebook? Where I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I've never even thought of that. And then I started publishing videos for Facebook, and I said, whatever, I might as well just throw this on Facebook too. And I ended up getting more views on Facebook, way more views than YouTube.
All right.
And it's just because the algorithm's a little favors creators more on Facebook. And and I just kept making videos for Facebook more than YouTube. Actually, within the first month of me making videos for YouTube, I was like, I'm gonna switch over to Facebook. You know,
On the first month, you were thinking that how is it different? And you're saying that the algorithm favors more of the creators on Facebook.
yeah.
Is there a duration? You have to make a 10-minute video, or you have to make a 2-minute video.
Yeah, so like one thing that Facebook really loves is 3-minute videos. I know YouTube loves 10-minute videos,
Yep.
but Facebook, you know, if you make a 3-minute video and your channel has been approved for ad breaks, you can actually go ahead and turn on ads if you make a 3-minute video. If you make a 2-minute video, you cannot turn ads on for that video. So it seems like 3 minutes is that sweet spot for Facebook, and Facebook knows themselves because. You know, people are just scrolling through their news feeds.
Yep,
You
yep,
know, and so
yeah.
like whenever they're not going to watch a video for 10 minutes on
Yes.
Facebook. Very rarely. It might happen, but very rarely. You know, so yeah, I think about 3 minutes is that sweet spot.
All right.
Yeah.
And how often do you have to upload? Because on YouTube, it's like it's better if you do it daily. But how about for Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook, I think I actually don't know the answer to that question. I think that it's best if you upload at least once a week. I know
Once a
that
week.
for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I think if you go daily, that's good too. I think you
Yeah.
actually get pretty darn good reach if you go daily
Yeah.
on Facebook. But if you do less than weekly, I think that's not very ideal. I'm not gonna say your page is gonna go down
Yep.
in the dumps, but
Yeah.
but it will affect the reach of your page, I think.
Yeah. We've experienced that for 2 weeks we weren't posting anything. Yeah, the numbers do decline.
Yeah.
They do change.
Yeah.
So the origin of Finding Tom is it started on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's when people really started to know who I was. was on Facebook.
Was on Facebook.
Yeah. So it's funny. Like the actual story of my Finding Tom persona was the origin was 3 years ago. Not many people know this, so I haven't made this public knowledge really. But like unless you really go deep back into my stuff, but like I made a blog called findingtom.com like 3 years ago. And I wanted to be a travel vlogger, and blogger. Writing. So I wanted to be a travel blogger, and travel the world and make money doing it. So I sort of put that on the shelf for a little bit. I made a Facebook page, put that on the shelf, and I said I don't have any other page to upload these videos, and I'm traveling, so I might as well upload them on Finding Tom, my Facebook page, and then it took off, and then everybody knew me as Finding Tom. And I was like, oh, John, I should have thought about this before. So that was sort of where the origin came from. Yeah.
All right. So it was a blog at first.
Yeah.
Is the blog still up now, or?
It is. I post. I don't really post travel stuff there on my blog. I mostly just sort of help people how I teach people how to write a little bit better on my blog. Yeah. So it's like tips for medium.com. That's another site that I'm on. I've been writing there for like basically 3 years. So
I'm sorry. What's medium.com?
Medium.com. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Right.
So medium.com is it's a blogging website. You can make a profile there, and you can publish. You can write. Write directly on medium.com and then publish it. And you can get followers. People can follow their favorite writers and stuff. And some of like the people that have written books that you might see at Fully Booked. Like they're on there. And you can follow them. So I have. After 3 years of writing there, I have 30,000 followers on Medium. Medium is my jam, So yeah.
All right, can we pull it up, please? I'm very interested to see this medium.com.
Medium.com.
So this is where you started. All right, so Tom was telling us that for all the memory keepers and the future subscribers, Tom was telling us that this is his first love, medium.com.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He loves to write, and he loves expressing himself in words. So this is one medium. Sorry for the pun, but this is one medium that he really espouses, and this is something that he's been working on for some time.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So Tom, I'm sorry. Can you tell us again a little bit about medium.com?
Yeah. So I'll try to keep it in a nutshell for you. You can make money on medium.com. Some writers that I know have made $10,000 per month on this platform. $10,000 US. I don't know what that translates to. I think 1 million pesos, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I think 500,000 pesos. Yeah. Okay. So you can make that much money on this platform. But this is the way that they do it. So medium.com, you can pay $5 per month to Medium to read as many log stories as you want. On the platform, a writer can choose to publish their story for free, which means anyone can read it, or they can choose to publish it as a log story, which means only subscribers to medium.com can read it. And they pay $5 per month. So if they like your story, there's a way to like your story. They call it claps. You can clap for a story. It's like a Facebook like.
Right.
So if they like your story, then you earn a portion of the fee that they pay to Medium. So you might earn like 25 cents. 50 cents. It depends on how many other stories they clap for that month.
Okay, so technically this is the literary version of YouTube.
Yeah. It's a cool place. And if you want to, I can show you my profile if you want to.
Yeah.
So this is my profile.
Okay.
I'm a top writer in a couple categories. I just I sort of just write for the fun of it.
Wait, I'm interested. What are the categories?
So writing, social media, and entrepreneurship. I like to talk about. I love talking about social media trends, helping people to grow. I love talking about writing, sort of guiding people. I wrote for a year, and after I wrote for a year and got like 10,000 followers, people were like, "Oh, give us some tips," and I started writing about writing tips that I had built up. I'd written maybe like 5 times a week for about a year.
Yes.
So this is one of my that's one of my big blog posts right there. That's from 2 years ago, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is a really cool story. So this is one that I just published yesterday. The biggest mistake I made in my 20s, and these are Filipino kids here.
Okay.
You want me to show it to you?
Yes, please. But this is a lock story, though.
Yeah, it is a lock story. You can get 3 free lock or actually 2 free lock stories just to test out the platform if you want. So this is basically a story that I wrote yesterday, or actually last week. I published it yesterday, and I talk about I talk a little bit about the biggest mistake that I made in my 20s, and that was being too selfish, not really focusing on other people too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I should have spent more time with my friends, my family. I should have tried to be a little more social. I should have made helping other people my main goal as opposed to helping myself. And so that's what that blog post is about there.
All right.
You want me to show you a little bit more?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm actually very interested.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so actually, I'll go ahead. But so if you look on this on the left hand side here, you can see the claps. So I have 1,000 claps for this story. Okay, so each member can clap up to 50 times for one story.
Each member can clap up to 50 times. All right.
Yeah. So it's not like just a generic Facebook. Like you can actually show like, I really like this story. I'm going to give it 50 claps, instead of just one.
All right.
So that's the way that Medium does it. And so you can see I have like 41 people like the story so far. So yeah, it's a really, really cool platform, and it makes me a little bit of money every month, but I just love writing. I really do. Like, even if I wasn't making money from that, or even videos too, I'd still be creating that stuff.
Cool. I think I'm gonna create an account after we end the podcast.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
For sure. Sure. Yeah.
And at least you have somewhere to put your stories. You just because how I used to do it, you just print it and set it aside on the shelf. Yeah. So that's why I'm Tito. So this is one very good way, Lester. I think you should also get into this because he's trying to write as well. Yes. So it's a good place to park your stories and share it with other people.
Make some money. I think the Philippines, because they get paid out by Stripe.com. I'm not sure if Stripe.com works in the Philippines or not.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, Filipinos can get paid this way for their writing if they want to. Obviously they're I mean, like, mostly from what I can see, Filipinos are very good with English compared to a lot of other countries out there. So I think this might be a place. This might be a viable option.
Yeah, that's true. Know. But I think there's some form of attrition when it comes to Filipinos writing. They do love to read, but very few actually write. I'm not sure on that, but it's just the general feel that I do get. But because I don't think they really know about Medium.com. This is the first time I've heard about it.
Nobody does. Like, nobody does. Like despite people making, I mean, there's this one woman that I know that publishes on the platform. She's a single mom, and she makes $10,000 a month. Okay. And that helps her unbelievably with paying her bills. Yeah. I mean, like, this is the type of platform that can really help people. I mean, YouTube, like, you can't really earn. I mean, YouTube, you can earn a good bit, but you really have to make it big as a writer. She's done that within a year. She went from $0 to 10,000. And honestly, the more people I talk to about Medium, I don't understand why they don't know about it. Wow. It's almost like it's almost like you're surprised. I'm surprised too. This is a great place to be, But then again, Medium's been around since like 2013, I believe.
2013.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. So even me, it took me 4 years to figure out what the heck it was.
And you started on Medium on what year?
I started publishing there in late 2016, so October 2016.
Not bad. So how do you find the time? You've got Medium, you've got Facebook, you've got YouTube. Is there Instagram?
Yeah, a little bit. I publish there maybe, once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, just another post, But I love the Instagram stories. The Instagram stories are where I really love. I love to show people my day. I think that's really fun for me. That's more of an enjoyment thing, for Instagram. Whereas posting pictures there, I don't really enjoy it too much. It's whatever to me. But the stories are fun.
Yeah, so it's really a peek into your daily life.
Yeah, exactly. I like showing that to my mom and my friends back home. Like, this is what it's like, and this is me in the moment. And I love that. I wish media was like that a little bit more. Social media was like that more, where it is you in the moment.
Yeah.
And it isn't so like polished and edited. And
true.
I wish it was more like that.
That's true.
But yeah, I am on all those platforms, and finding the time. I mean, for me, it's just I try to dedicate 1 day per week to that. So 1 day per week is dedicated to writing. Tuesday is normally dedicated to Facebook videos. Wednesday for YouTube. And then Thursday, Friday, I dedicate to running my business, which is teaching people how to write and selling an online course and teaching people how to use Medium.com, which is, there's a need for that because people don't know what it is. So I teach them how to write and the basics of the platform. And so that's how I can afford to live over here, and live so far away from home. Is Yeah.
That's not bad, man. We can bounce off some ideas with Tom, because
sure.
we're actually working on some projects that has a lot to do with writing, and sometimes it's hard to find good writers that you can really ask advice from.
Yeah.
So at least serendipitously we met Tom, and we can definitely ask him some questions. But you're so disciplined when it comes to making your content. So you have a schedule for each platform.
Yeah. So, I mean, mostly for LinkedIn, I try to publish at least once per day. Weekday. Weekends, I don't really publish anything, but during the weekdays, yeah. YouTube, I normally publish one vlog, which is specifically for YouTube, and then another. But I republish my Facebook video that I made.
Yeah.
And then Facebook, I publish once per week.
Once per week.
Which is the Facebook video that I make, and then I write. Right now, I write once per week for Medium. So I try my best.
Can you tell us more about LinkedIn? Because all we know here in LinkedIn is it's a corporate platform. It's if you want to get a job, you want headhunters to see you, that's where you go. But you're saying now you can create content for LinkedIn?
Yes, you can. And so one thing you can basically republish your articles there if you want to. They have like an editor that you can write in and publish a blog post in. That's cool. You can publish like what's known as a LinkedIn status, which is basically like a Facebook status. You can do that there, and then you can also upload videos and pictures, and you can post that just like you would on Facebook. It's very similar to Facebook in the way that you can scroll down your LinkedIn feed and find videos from people and pictures. Right. And these days, people call LinkedIn the Facebook for business people. And it is becoming more and more like Facebook. Like the stuff that you see there, I mean, I'm seeing cat pictures and videos, and I love it. I don't care. I think it's awesome. But yeah, so that's how LinkedIn is these days. Yeah.
When did they start doing that? Having more content rather than just resumes and a place to meet people.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe LinkedIn was purchased by Microsoft a couple of years ago. And ever since then, they started to really sort of pivot into more social media content creation and giving people that have a profile there more opportunities to create content. And so the video feature, I believe, came out about 2 years ago. And so and that was just in beta. So people were testing it for like a couple months, and then it became open to everyone. And they're testing a live sort of like a Facebook Live. They're testing a live video feature there too right now. So I there's no knowing where that could go. They might be able to put ads on your videos. In 2 years. Yeah. You never know. But LinkedIn is becoming more like Facebook. If I could sort of like pinpoint which platform it's copying, it's Facebook. Yeah.
Not bad. So it's really best to cater, not really cater, but to go. You can't be just faithful to one platform, right? Because what's happening sometimes is that people just stick to either YouTube or Facebook, or they just stick to Instagram. But right now there's so many opportunities, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's easy for me because when you make videos, it's actually quite easy. You just publish it on Facebook, publish it on YouTube, cut it into a Square video or an IGTV video for Instagram, and then you republish it right to LinkedIn. And you have like tons of, you can cover basically all the major platforms right there with video. And that's what I do. Yeah. It's easy for me. I mean, LinkedIn, it requires no extra work. I just republish what I've already made. And then it just takes off, or it does what it does,
That's true.
I don't really have any plan for LinkedIn. I just enjoy being on the platform and connecting with people and growing it as sort of like, what if Facebook goes down? What if my main sort? What if Medium goes down? I need to diversify my platforms just to save my skin, in case something happens.
We should also start doing that. Because seriously, everything we do, we just upload on YouTube. But aside from other platforms, we're not so active. Yeah. We started slacking off on Facebook and Instagram, but right now, I guess there are also other platforms like LinkedIn. Can we check it out, Lester? Can you?
Yeah.
Here we go. So let's look at LinkedIn, because I'm really interested with this LinkedIn. I haven't seen it. I have. That's why I get emails and notifications now asking me to connect, asking me to check out profiles that I might know. Yeah. So right now it's becoming more different. It's becoming more social Is that the term?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, LinkedIn. I mean, people, and then there's actually it's quite funny. There's this weird like friction with going on the platform right now as more creators are coming onto LinkedIn, like the old LinkedIn crowd, of like your uncle and your grandfather, like the professionals are on the platform, like, what's happening? This is becoming like Facebook. This shouldn't be here. And it's like, okay, I can see your point, but also, I mean, it's changing, and that's actually the best way for this platform to grow.
So the friction emanates from there.
And I mean, like you see that. That fascinates me, actually, the friction that when a platform decides to go another way, the users that were already there get a little angry about that sometimes. I've seen that on Medium. I've been on Medium for 3 years now. I've seen them change directions a bunch, and there's always people mad whenever that happens. And it's like, one thing that's always going to stay the same is, if it's good content, it's gonna get pushed. It's gonna do well, So.
So the old faithful, they want things how they used to be, right? When with how LinkedIn started, but the young ones are coming in. This is going to be very interesting. I have to observe LinkedIn in the next few months.
For sure.
See if we should be a part of it.
For sure.
Tom, I think I'll put you on the spot for a little bit here.
Go ahead.
So many platforms. You're so active in a lot of them. And is there one favorite? No.
Yeah, I think, wow. I think it would have to be between, well, you know what? It's funny. Like, my love of a platform sort of changes over time. I really was just inundated with Facebook and sort of like, what was enamored? I love that word. I was enamored with Facebook for a long time because I was doing well there.
Yeah.
Now I'm sort of enamored with YouTube because I'm trying to figure out what makes that platform tick. Like, what's the thumbnail that's gonna work? What's the title that's gonna work? I enjoy that part of it. I enjoy the creating part of it, but I also enjoy the strategic, like, like, how am I gonna make this pop? I enjoy both sides. But yeah, I you know what? I think my favorite platform would have to be Medium. Medium is my baby. I love that platform.
I was hoping you'd say that. So you really love the hunt. You love to see, okay, how far can I go with this one?
Yeah, and that's not like the main thing, the main reason I make stuff, but like I do enjoy that aspect to it, the strategic aspect. Yeah. So you can go down to CL activity now.
Okay.
Yeah. Great, you got in, Lester. It's good.
Yes.
And then you can go to
I've seen this one. I've seen this on YouTube. Yeah, you were just randomly waving, and then you're trying to see how many people were gonna wave back. A smile doesn't count. You have to wave.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
really like Facebook interface.
Oh.
Yes. So yeah, that one has 258 likes or whatever, like close to just over 6,000 views. I mean, the algorithm really favors creators on LinkedIn.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually think LinkedIn's algorithm favors beginning creators the most out of any platform right now. Yeah.
You're right. It's almost exactly. It looks and feels like Facebook.
Yeah. So if you can keep you can keep scrolling down too, and you can see like other. This is my activity feed, which means like it's gonna show you maybe the same. Oh, this is one of my friend's videos. 15 likes. He's doing what? He's about to publish a book in Ireland, actually. That guy's pretty cool. So he's testing videos out. I'm helping him a bit.
But his core competency, he's a writer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then this is another one of my friends. So he's 72 likes, about 1,600 views. Pretty good.
What's the population on LinkedIn?
I have no idea. Yeah. But here, this is what I wanted to show you too. So this is like one little video that I made. I don't know why it's not showing up, but it's a 30-second video of me recording with my phone, with the camera the front-facing camera on my phone, and basically I'm just saying I'm back in Manila. I'm happy to be back, and it got like, I don't know how many likes that is. I have no idea, like 700 or something.
Wow, and you just said that I'm back in Manila.
Yeah, 700 like, yeah, that's it.
Can we click on it? Maybe when you click on it, it's gonna load. No.
Here, go up to the go up a little bit, and then click on those three down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Click on those three dots on the right. Yeah, good. And then copy link to post, and then you can put it into another. Yeah. Sweet.
You're so savvy when it comes to all these platforms.
I've done this a couple. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah. See, it's just a little video that I made. And you can put titles into your videos. That's pretty cool.
Which is not technically Manila. It's just a part of Metro Manila. I did not know that Metro Manila is one of the biggest metropolitan areas in the world, if not the biggest metropolitan city in the world. I don't know.
So you can edit on that platform?
No, you can't. As far as like editing the video clip, you can't, but you can put a title. Like editing as far as the title goes, you can edit that for sure. Yeah. So that was just me, and I was like in Mandaluyong. That's where I live, and so I just made a quick video there. You know,
pretty cool. When did it start? When did Finding Tom or Tom Kuegler?
Yes.
Tom Kuegler, right?
Yes.
When did it start that you just wanted to go around, meet people, see different places?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I was probably in college, and I was like my third year in college. I went to a really small school in Pennsylvania with like nothing around, and I was just like, I don't want to be here, you know. And I was like, I want to travel. I want to experience new things. I don't want, you know, like my biggest fear is actually to go through my life without like trying to live it to the greatest, you know what I mean? Like having crazy experiences. And that sounds so cliche. Everyone's looking for that nowadays, the travel bloggers and all that sort of stuff. But I really felt that back in the day. And so I went and worked at Disney World. I took an internship at Disney World for like 8 months. I said bye-bye to my family. And I went down there and I worked there, and I loved it. I loved like being in a new place.
What were you doing?
I was working in a fast food restaurant at Disney World, and Disney World is like, everyone loves Disney World in America pretty much. And so I was like, I would love to work there.
And you were there for 8 months.
Eight months. And they put me up in a place, and I met people from all over the world. And that's actually like where I started learning about the Philippines, because my manager was a Filipina. And my best friend, who was my roommate, was a Filipino. So it was almost like fate or something. I don't, you know, I'm not like really a big believer like in fate and all that sort of stuff, but like if you look at it, it sort of was like fate. What are the odds? You know? So I learned a lot about Filipino culture, and I started to really love Filipino culture 5 years ago. And that was when it really started for me. So and then I loved that experience, and I kept traveling. I did a road trip across the USA. I went from Orlando to San Francisco, went for underneath the country, and then I went up, you know, at the top of the country, and went back.
When was this?
This was mid 2016. So like June and July 2016. Okay. I had so much fun. I met a couple of my friends on the trip from Disney. I got to see them again. Thought I would never see them again, you know, because realistically, when are you going to see people that live in Arizona again? You know, when Arizona is 2,000 miles away from you, you know? So I caught the travel bug big time. And I love people's stories. I love trying to figure out what a person's story is. What's their life like? I like to jump into someone's shoes. And that's the reason why I really love it here, you know, because it's like everyone lives so differently from me, in America. You know, there's totally different food. There's totally different, you know, everything, and I love that. So it's been a lot of fun.
Would you say that you're setting your roots now in Manila or in the Philippines, or this is still something very temporary for you?
I'm definitely setting some sort of roots here. You know, I'm like. You know, this sounds so stupid. I bought a TV the other day.
You bought a TV,
and like I was just like, wow, like, well, I mean, if I want to move back home, I'm gonna have to sell that thing, and then I want to buy a desk and a chair for my work, and like I'm like, maybe I am, you know, putting some roots here. I love it here, and I would love to like continue to spend time here until you know, till I pass away. You know, not to get morbid, but yeah, I would love to like maybe spend like at least 3 or 4 months here a year. I think that'd be cool. You know, so I have a lot to think about, you know, but I definitely want to invest here, not just monetary, but you know, with my videos and with everything else. So
it's a good start. It's a very good start. But what's one thing that you all of a sudden when you visited? I'm sure it started with a visit, right? What's one thing that made you fall in love with the Philippines?